And there we go again. It is joinDOTA League time. It is today. Hehe versus TCN. This is not just a normal game. No, they actually play for something that is at stake here. Very important game for both of the teams. Let's hop into the draft.
Yeah, man. You just let them hang. It's like very important, but why is it
Yeah,
important?
well, like the viewers might even know.
Well, anyway, the one who actually wins this best of three will get into Division 1 for Season 2 of joinDOTA League. So
Exactly.
can hang and bang with the big boys. And well, of course, it's gonna be a lot harder there. But I'm actually not even sure if Division 2 has any prize money. I don't think so. I'm not too sure.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, it goddamn is. But anyway, I mean, definitely Division 1 has it. So I guess if there are enough ticket spots, because this league is just completely 100% priced with all the tickets that the community buys. So
Yep.
it's the Dota 2 community. It's pretty awesome overall, to be honest. Just the way Valve has set things up that the community can increase the prize pool for each tournament and show their support.
It's not
It's a
just that,
very
it's also like I wish it to both of the team. That's the funny part. I mean, of course we are unbiased and everything, but like when it comes to those two teams, we casted them so many times, even in smaller tournaments. Like we casted them, I think TCN is the most recent teams of them. Like we casted them in the start of the Pro Series. And then like Hehe, we casted them in also so many things. I don't know, starting from Gigabyte. Weren't they also in the D2 Row Spring Cup, for example? Like both of the teams, if I'm not mistaken.
no, he wasn't, I
No,
think.
Hehe wasn't. But
I'm
TCN
not too
was there
sure.
for sure.
Yeah, TCN was.
Yeah, but either way, like both teams are playing very decently, and yep, I wish them good luck getting into Division 1. It's pretty much the same like with the Pro Series of Starter that we casted last weekend. Like I wish it to all those teams. Just playing among the big ones is so much promotion, so much exposure. Plus, of course, if you play against better teams, it can have like pretty much two outcomes. Either you're absolutely frustrated because you just get ruffle stomped, or it actually, just boosts your own performance. So, I mean, sometimes they actually meet those teams already in other tournaments, but the fact is, playing in Division 1, it's definitely a task ahead. Anyway, we have to talk about the draft. So far, everything is pretty standard, except for the fact that the Centaur Warrior made it into the first ban rotation. So we have the Ancient Apparition, we have the Centaur Warrior for Hehe, and the Bat Rider, and the Lycan for TCN. So TCN's ban absolutely, let's say, normal. And the entire thing leaves, of course, space then to get the Invoker. And as I speak, the Invoker is coming out paired with a Doom. And on the other side, they save the Ember Spirit and the Dazzle. So I'm kind of surprised about the bans, because usually you see the Ember Spirit or the Invoker instead of the Centaur Warrior in the bans. But like, I'm just glad we don't see AA, because after we casted today the longest game in Dota history, and after 125 minutes watching an AA just doing so much with this ultimate, like I don't want to see it anymore.
It's definitely a really nice ban, but actually the picks as well by both teams, they are rather standard as well. And of course the Doombringer is extremely nice against the Ember Spirit and even the Dazzle if they just catch that hero off guard. I'm just hoping that the Invoker is gonna go for Quasvex because Mana Burner on the Ember Spirit is actually kind of strong. He doesn't have the highest mana pool, especially early on, and if you can drain all of his mana, he can't even fire Remnant away or maybe even use the Flame Guard or anything of the sort. So hoping for Quasvex, and usually Quasvex goes for the Orchid build as well, and that in itself will be really helpful against the Ember and the Dazzle.
Yep, definitely. And I don't know. To be honest, it's pretty surprising that, I mean, it's the first pick, so it's nothing you can actually do about it. But like so far, every game we casted where Doom is facing an Ember Spirit, it was no good for the Ember Spirit, because that hero, he's just working 100% based on his spells. Like he has no right click in the traditional fashion, so oh well, he's gonna have a hard time. Of course TCN, they have to land the Doom on him before he can do any harm, before the chains come out, maybe before the Slide of Fist. But if he stays back and the Doom is either focused down or somehow other engaged, or even has to drop the Doom somehow on anyone else, then yeah, then of course he's open to deal all the damage that hero has. and that's kind of the dangerous part. They just have to get it through. That's the question. So yeah, the second ban rotation is coming out, and I like the Clockwork ban and the Batch Rider ban, so we don't see any crazy initiation up. And for Hehe, they pretty much go for the same thing. It's both teams are interested in getting the initiation out. We have no Centaur Warner with Dagger, we have no Slaughter with Dagger, we have no Hookshot, we have no Lasso, we have no Nyx Assassin, I don't know, just running around with a Vendetta and picking off people. So I don't know, both teams feel like the initiation is like the make it or break it, and for that reason, I don't know, it could go bad because maybe the game is gonna be boring because of that fact, or it could lead into some heavy 5-on-5 engagements simply because there is no fast pickoffs.
Yeah, it is actually really weird to see pretty much all of the offlaners slash initiators being banned out. And that probably leads at least maybe one team to go for an aggressive tri lane just to have a hero farm up the safe lane. Maybe something like the Viper, or actually the Nature's Prophet is still possible. I don't actually see it being picked up for either team, but it's definitely one possibility. But TCN, they pick up the Disruptor. It's an excellent hero, and actually the Glimpse is really nice to catch the Ember Spirit off guard.
Yep.
Maybe not even off guard, but just pull him back if he's trying to escape with the Fire Remnant.
It's
And
the
the
same
Static
for the
Storm, of
Mirana, by
course.
the way.
Yeah.
Yep, like this Klims versus Ember Spirit and Mirana, like you can leap away, you will find yourself on the same spot against the Disruptor, and the same with the Fire Remnant. Like we saw it so many times that like 1 or 2 Remnants were used in the fight, and he's trying to escape with the third one, but then the Disruptor is coming and just glimpsing him back. And once you just catch the Ember Spirit without the Fire Remnant and he's under heavy attack, then yep, he's just melting. And there's a Sand King.
Yes, so they definitely have the potential of a Disruptor Sand King combination now. If the Disruptor catches multiple heroes in the kinetic field, maybe even Static Storm on top, if the Sand King comes in with an Epicenter on top of that, that's going to be so devastating. But even without the combination, the Sand King is still extremely strong, especially if he gets the early Blink Dagger, which I'm hoping that they will just stack up the jungle early on, get the Sand King to level 3, he skills 2 points in Sandstorm, and farms up the fast Blink together with the levels.
Yep, definitely. I also like the combination Disruptor Sand King because like that Burst Strike, the stun gives you actually time to place the kinetic field reliably, because sometimes we see Disruptors, I don't know, placing that kinetic field and then nothing is really following because they run out or they use BKB whatsoever, and yeah, the Sand King actually makes sure you have them in the kinetic field, and then of course the Static Storm on top of it, like versus Ember, Dazzle, Mirana. This is so crucial because they just can't get out of it when they're silenced. So Disruptor is gonna have like the most crucial rule here, and to be honest, it's quite a surprise that he didn't ban it. I would have preferred the Disruptor ban against this draft over the Rasta or over the Nyx Assassin, to be honest. But while we talk about all the synergy here, they picked up a Shadow Demon, and there is additional synergy coming into the game. We have the Shadow Demon, the Disruption, into an arrow, into, I don't know, for example, the Poison Touch, and yeah, of course, then all the collateral damage that's coming on top of it. So yeah, he is also starting to get their combos
Yeah,
out.
that's actually one of the best possible pick-off tri lanes. Like you said, the disruption into arrow, but the Dazzle Shadow Wave will actually bounce off the illusions created as well from the disruption. So that's just extra burst damage coming out straight away. So if they actually completely catch that one hero, if the arrow hits, it's pretty much 100% that the hero will actually go down as well. But speaking of the Shadow Shaman ban instead of maybe the Disruptor, I think it's just because TCN usually they always go for the Shadow Shaman, and it's a more reliable sort of hero, I guess. Just with having the Mass Serpent Wards, that lockdown as well,
Yeah.
it usually gets more done than maybe Disruptor. Disruptor needs the early levels.
But look at the morph. That's more interesting. Like, did you see a morph in TCN's draft here?
Can't
I
say
think
I
that
did, but then again, I
that would
don't
have been
see a
super
morphing
greedy.
in most drafts. And yeah, well, they go for a Slark. That's more like it, to be honest. They
Yeah.
already have the Doom, they have the aggressiveness of the Disruptor Sand King combination, and this Slark completely fits their lineup, I think.
Yep, I definitely like it. The Slark definitely fits in. Also the pounce, if it latches, it's the same with the kinetic field, with the burst strike. So, and since they have the Doom, they don't have to fear that they have to ban the Doom, for example, against the Slark, because like Doom of one of those heroes that can take out the Slark so easily, just by the fact that, yeah, when he's doomed he can't do anything, and also his HP pool remains mostly pretty low all over the game, because the items he goes for is mostly also not HP boosting whatsoever. But now I'm looking forward. Hehe, they got 45 seconds now left. What is it gonna be? I mean, they have to go for another core, I hope.
I think they're gonna go something for the safe lane, as they're gonna go for aggressive tri lane. I would hope
Yep.
for it at least. I mean, a Viper is possible, but maybe they want something tankier. But
Yeah, I
what
don't know.
could actually fill the role? All the tankier heroes, like the Centaur, the Clockwork, even the Timbersaw now, they've all been banned out, so it's
But
kind of a
where's
hard
the,
decision for
I don't
them.
know, where's the team fight? That's what I'm wondering. Like, okay, disruption into something, Ember Spirit, etc., etc., but like, I just don't see it happening at the moment. Like, there has to be something that, I don't know, is bringing some team fight elemental. As you already said, something tanky would definitely fit.
Tidehunter.
Tidehunter,
Yeah, well,
now we
that
are
fits the
talking.
description.
Tanky enough, nice ultimate, can chase, but yeah, I don't know, he's just as relying on the dagger, I think, as the other heroes like Scent and Slaughter. Like, I prefer the Tidehunter with the dagger. Like, we saw, I think, a Tidehunt in the last 2 weeks, but each time it has not been played with a dagger initiation. I don't know. The problem is also he has to get it out before there is a possible Doom, before there is a Static Storm, etc., etc. So, I don't know. Usually, we see the Tidehunter played pretty aggressively, also like in a tanky role, but then again, he has to be free enough to play his ultimate, actually, and this is gonna be, I don't know, hard to achieve, because you have this, like, maybe even an Orchid coming up, the same on the Invoker, you have the Static Storm, you have the Burst Strike, you have the potential Doom, and a lot of right-click coming his way, so I don't know, let's see. Right now, I prefer TCN's draft, just by default, just by the heroes. Looking at it, it looks to me more decent, but I've been so many times proven wrong, and saying that we just go and introduce the teams. Anyway, so we have Mirana, played by Hava. I hope his T is ready. It's so hilarious every time in the lobby. He is pretty much the one we're always waiting for because of his T. Anyway, BBC is playing the Tidehunter, then followed by Nihis on the Shadow Demon. Chips is playing the Dazzle, and Kaibutsu on the Ember Spirit.
Yeah. An aggressive tri lane actually with Freezer on the Slark, though actually they might find to get the disruption. Will there be an arrow follow-up? Hava actually hits it as well, and Leon, he's gonna go down for the first blood.
Oh,
Ember
well.
Spirit of all heroes gets it as well.
Yeah, Doom a bit sleeping there. Like, he should have expected this 5-man train coming his way, but yeah, nice start there for Hehe. They get the first blood, everybody gets a bit experience, and of course the starter gold. So, they're gonna be happy about it. So 2 more to introduce for TCN.
Yeah. The supports for the tri lane will be the stand-in Sweet on the Disruptor with Zizo on the Sand King, and actually, I believe the last time we saw them, Sweet was also a stand-in, so
Yep.
maybe it will become a full roster for them, but
Yeah.
just slightly later.
I don't know, like, so far I have no information about Sweet whatsoever. All I know is that he currently at least plays a lot with TCN, so yeah, we might look at a future member of TCN there. And what, the chicken is already coming out, and it's already brown boots for the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, and actually now the Ember Spirit knows as well what is going up against the Owen. There's an aggressive smoke by Chips as well as Nihis. They want to make the Invoker's life a living hell here in the mid lane.
Yep, definitely.
He's staying very far back, and actually he spots them out as well. He's super slow though. Doesn't have any movements with. There's the disruption, but they can't really follow up.
No, that was not even really worth it. I mean, okay, they drew him back there a bit, sure, but I don't know. But now they rotate back to top. I guess he had to use the salve, using a clarity on top, getting a double damage rune, and they are still doing their famous, I don't know, their famous staying there at the side shop waiting for something. But getting the Mirana is kind of hard, even though she has arrow.
Actually, Freezer might get caught in return. Shadow Demon gets the disruption. Do they have the angle for the arrow? Sure, looks like it, and it hits as well. Shadow Wave on top. The Pounce does actually come out, he's still alive. A nice Burrow Strike was there, Hehe does double damage. And Freezer, I think he might be in trouble. Disruptor goes for the TP out, gets it as well, but Freezer, he won't be as lucky. No Pounce for him, and Shadow Demon grabs the kill with the double damage.
Yep, so definitely worth it. Like, this train just went from bottom. Why exactly did they plant like the sentry ward here?
I'm actually not too sure. Maybe they thought that the Sanking might be going to Sandstorm there. Maybe just a panic button. Maybe, I think he wanted to use the Tango maybe on a tree, but used the wrong hotkey and placed a ward there.
Yep, that's so far the only explanation, because there's no source of invisibility whatsoever. I mean, that would have been the Sand King, but the Sand King, as far as I saw
The Sand King was away anyway, just came through them, Burrow Striked and ran away.
Yeah, exactly. He was not there. That was Disruptor and Slug. Okay, it remains a mystery, but now I think we see some shifting coming. Freezer, like, now that they presented themselves in a tri-lane here top, like, he's actually going up against the Ember, but he's gonna have such a hard time here. He's level 2, the Ember is almost level 4. Like, he has now Dark Pact and the Pounce instead of the Essence Shift, so it's not really even worth it to click the Ember Spirit, and I don't know. This is pretty interesting. Now the Disruptor is finding a haste rune though. Let's see if they can make something here.
Yeah, this haste rune actually might be a lot of trouble. And they're going on Kaibutsu, they're just doing some right click damage, and Disruptor actually no Thunderstrike, but Hehe is coming in. The disruption not there, but the Soul Catcher sure is with the Searing Chain. A nice disruption finally comes out, and do they actually have enough follow-up? Sweet, dropping so damn low, but the haste is enough to get him out of there.
That Klims actually saved his life. The right click of the Shadow Demon would have sealed the deal, but yep, the Klims, pretty much with his last breath, just made it. And now, well, Sisu is now farming against the Mirana, but this is not an easy thing to do against him. He's 2-1 versus the Mirana, 15-2, and of course, Hava there got already the experience whatsoever. And then looking at the mid lane, at the moment, Arise is on 13-4, and the Titan to 15-2. So mid lane is the only thing that looks sort of equal at the moment. The rest, Hehe definitely has the advantage, simply for the fact that TCN, they had to swap. The Doom was the first blood, and like they also got a kill on Freezer.
Yeah, and actually Claudio taking a lot of harassment in mid lane as well as Rise has gotten some levels up, so Cold Snap harass will be there. Tidehunter bulk crowing at the moment as well. And actually, I think the only reason he's doing as well as he is because of the early rotation, where the supports just came in to harass the Invoker just a little bit.
Yep.
And the Tidehunter got a small head start, and he's been rolling on from since.
And now the Doom is taking away also the illusion rune. There was no bottle yet anyway on the Tidehunter, and to be honest, I think that is a mistake, because the bottle is coming empty. Look at this in mid. The bottle came back empty. I think he kind of missed micro there.
Yeah, sure. That's a big mistake for him actually. I mean, that's gonna lose him a lot of potential farm as well as maybe even XP, but Kaibutsu, is he gonna be in trouble? But then again, Knees as well as Chips are coming in from behind. Sweet. Shearing Chains, he has them on level 3. He gets Disruptor on them as well. There's the Soul Catcher, and wow.
Yeah.
Soul Catcher, Sleight of Fist, so much damage.
This is so much damage. Like the Soul Catcher, just Soul Catcher and Chains together, this is probably about 60-70% of Disruptor's HP pool. Such a strong combination, and didn't even come out yet. The Chains came out before the Soul Catcher even came, so yeah. The gank train definitely works. Now Sisu here, 2-2 build, which is kind of normal. He's level 4. That's, I guess, his way to reaching up a bit, and of course get maybe even some last hits in the Sandstorm and keeping the Mirana off. But he has to take care though that he does not get aired. Now they're gonna try on Invoker.
Moonlight Shadows comes out, and the Rise might be in trouble. There's the disruption with the Soul Catcher as well. Chips wants to get the heal, but a nice tornado is there. There's the Geist by Tidehunter. 3-man Burrow Strike by Sisu, and they actually turned it around. Dazzle might be in trouble, as might Nihis, but of course Moonlight Shadows is there, but it wears off, and Leon is there on the Doom as well. He will go down, or will he? There's the Magic Stick. No Shallow Grave. He's just gonna get run down eventually. Poison Touch still buying time. He's on a mission to escape. I don't think
the Klims would be there.
Oh, he might hide himself. Oh my god. What a spot to go to. He uses the tangos. I can't believe he's actually getting out of this.
Damn jukes.
Oh, nighttime vision exploited.
He is actually getting out of here. They don't find him. Like, very nice play there by the Dazzle. That's gonna be a very happy Chips.
To be honest, once again, they tried to go in the Invoker, and I think they were way too opportunistic there. There was actually no way that Tidehunter would have gotten in range, and at the time he didn't have Ravage either. So hoping to get the kill was really, I think, too optimistic there.
Yep.
But well, at least they didn't give away a kill, and Kaibutsu
bottom
going
lane.
aggressive. There's the Searing Chain. The kinetic field is there though. Kaibutsu actually taking a lot of harass damage in return. Gets the Fire Remnant though. Even the Glimpse did not help, but the Rise is there with the Cold Snap. Kaibutsu, nice shallow grave. He still has the haste rune. He should be able to survive. Bottles up a little bit. Ciso though. Burrow Strike up onto Chips on the Dazzle. There's another kinetic field. This Dazzle is gonna go down, but Kaibutsu, Searing Chains, Disruptor dropping low, and Kaibutsu just playing with life. Gets the one kill, but Tornado will get the counter.
That was a bit greedy. I don't think that was really worth it. Killing the Disruptor and dropping his dominating streak, I don't know if that was really worth it.
Yeah, neither do I, and actually it's really weird for me that the Rise started running towards the mid lane straight away, because Ciso, he had mana for the Burrow Strike, actually was in range as well for Nihis on the Shadow Demon. They might have gotten a secondary kill as well, but well, at least they did really well anyway. Getting 2 counter kills, like you said, ending the dominating streak for the Invoker as well.
Yep, definitely. And now, well, the Tidehunter doing quite fine in farm at the moment. I mean, he got his Arcane Boots, he got his bottle. The next step, I guess Dagger, that would be amazing. Like, as soon as he got this Dagger, that will lead into so many kills for Hehe, because they just got the level advantage at the moment.
Yeah, the only thing with the Tidehunter is that even though the Blink will be useful... Oh, actually they're going on Leon on the bottom. There's the Starstorm, Searing Chains. That damage coming out. The arrow actually was there as well, because Doom backed himself into a corner where it was impossible to dodge the arrow.
Yep, level 7 Ember Spirit, like, he is now free to just roam around. It's pretty amazing. Also, Hehe being so more mobile. I mean, TCN, they changed their laning now, like, the 3rd time. Like, Freezer changed, the Doom changed, Django a bit bottom, a bit top. Like, they're just rotating around, but Hehe just so much more mobile. Now Invoker also in trouble. There's 4 people actually. The arrow is fishing for the Invoker, but won't find him. He has to go back because he knows, like, if he goes close to this tower, he will die. There is the Ravage by the Tidehunter, followed into Disruption, Soul Catcher, or whatever else is there coming. Poison Touch into arrow. He would be definitely dead. There's nothing he can do against it.
Yeah, but top lane actually, this Ember might be in huge trouble. Smoked up Ciso on the Sand King. But Kaibutsu knows that something is wrong, or does he runs into the Sand King. Can the Doom actually get in range there? Searing Chains do come out, as does the Burst Strike. Moonlight Shadows is there though. And Leon couldn't get there in time for the Doom. And mid lane, they're gonna get the tier 1 for it as well now.
Yep, that's tier 1 down easily. And the Tidehunter even getting the last hit, that's perfect. Like 1,400 gold. He does not need much more for his dagger. And now, well, Nihi's going here for the aggressive plays. Still the Mirana is waiting for the arrow, and now, oh my god, there might be the disruption he needs.
Yeah, the Tornado comes out with the EMP at the same time though. Nice leap into arrow. Wow, what a play. He doesn't have enough for Starstorm now though, and the Rise does escape. And a nice 2-man Burrow Strike Freezer there as well on the Slark. The Pounce actually doesn't hit on the Mirana. They do kill off Nihis though. And Mirana is on the run. The Pounce gonna come off cooldown soon, but Claudio is there on the Tidehunter, just as a massive tank in the front lines. Uses the Gush as well. They actually maybe want to chase this. The arrow won't hit anything, unfortunately.
Yep, even though he had his Shadow Dance up there, but he definitely needed to go back, because he could have even used the Ravage, then the Shadow Dance is running out while you're directly under the attack of other heroes, so that would have been horrible. And now, oh well, Kaibutsu finding another very awesome rune, Invisibility rune. He's gonna use 1 charge and then he can just go fish for anything. At the moment, the Disruptor he has, well, he has a TP rune, but so far I don't think he knows what's coming. But oh my god, he found him.
Searing Chains into his face. A nice glimpse is there actually, but it's not enough. Just not enough.
Just not enough. I think they're trying to at least make a trade here, but nope, there's actually the TP. The Mirana is coming top. She's gonna stop that push, I guess, unless they want to go for it. Now,
oh, the Doom is there. Freezer, if he can only get the Pounce, that will be a sure kill. And Pounce just falling off short there. And how actually might be finding mass TPs coming in. Leon already backing the hell out of the Freezer. Still feeling safe, but Pounce and TP as well. Actually, 2 TPs got cancelled anyway, and Chips chasing Doom.
Oh, and that Doom is so slow. 340 versus
There's
355.
Poison Touch now as well. Actually, his face boots are finished, but it's on the stash. The arrow will miss, and the TPA out will be there as well.
Oh, now he should have chased him even more. Wait with the arrow, because Doom knew if the arrow is out and doesn't hit me, then I can TP safely because they have no stun. Now
Oh,
bottom.
Tornado EMP onto 2 heroes at the bottom lane. Claudio, no mana for the Ravage. Kaibutsu completely as well. Gets Sparrow Strike up under the tower. Claudio as well as
Oh, and there's a
Two
glimpse.
fall down, and oh, Knee, he's gonna fall as well. Glimpse finally.
He's
making
not
some
even
work.
doing anything there. Did you see that? He was like, oh damn it. God damn it. I was like,
I bet he just raised his hands from his mouse and keyboard. It's like, okay, guys.
yeah, you got me.
It's like, freeze, hands up. Okay.
I mean, there's nothing you can do there in this case. I mean, you just got pretty much owned by the Clemps, and he didn't even have mana for a disruption that might have, I don't know, bought him some time. But now, they're hitting the tier 1 tower, the Direct Glaive is coming out, but... Well, it
Well-
seems like, yep, they're going back, they know there is a rotation, and probably even the Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah, very smart lander, and actually deeping towards the top because Hava is almost getting the tier 1. I think that's why they knew, because Moonlight Shadows was there on Mirana while he was attacking the tower. So just giving it away a little bit, and actually the Tide Hunter not rushing the blink, he even stopped to get a magic one before.
Okay, that's actually interesting. Like, I really expected the dagger coming out. I mean, he had 1,500, then plus minus the fight there, of course, but still. Like, with that tower now going down by Mirana, by the way, they don't get the last hit, the interrupt, and now, actually, he might be in trouble. Hava is very
Oh,
low.
the cold snap is there. He doesn't have the leap either. He's actually gonna fall down. He can't run away from a rise. Quaswex, too fast.
Quaswex, yeah. You're absolutely already got the damage by EMP Tornado, and then, yeah, with that cold snap, it's, yeah.
There's
perfect
no way he
combination.
would be able to do that if he was Exort.
But I guess after all it was, I don't know, kinda worth it since he got the last hit of the tower. I don't know, did he shop before? Well, he got the Trumps recipe. I don't know if he bought something else.
Well,
Or-
they got the tier 1 bottom as well, so I guess it's worthwhile in the end.
Yeah, that's 2 tier 1 towers. He bought his stuff, didn't lose too much, and yeah, just died for it. I guess it's worth it, but still, 7-7 on the kill board. Like, I wish there was just a bit breathing time because I want to show crafts, but with this aggressive rotations all the time here by the Shadow Demon, he is fishing for someone, maybe
What the
someone
fuck?
with here.
Where is Chips going?
Yeah, Chips is like man mode, just to plant the ward, I guess.
If only TCN had just turned around and killed that solo dozen.
Yeah.
That would have been so easy, but I guess
Oh, but the
sometimes when you go
disruptor,
man mode,
bottom
oh
lane
yeah, he
in
might
trouble.
go down. Kaibutsu doesn't actually have enough mana to follow up. And it's weird that TCN didn't make rotations through the jungle. Actually, they would have met up with him just here now.
Yep, but I guess they're more interested into that tower because that would be then a second tier 1 tower, so they would, I don't know, they would go even with the towers, but it doesn't seem like they will go for it. Doom has a double damage rune, which has a long duration now. EMP, Tornado. Oh,
Oh,
nice disruption.
just disrupted himself not to get mana burn. Oh, Freezer comes in from behind though. There's the Ravage hitting only Leon actually. Freezer just roaming around with the Shadow Dance activated, but he doesn't have any mana. And oh, the epicenter does come out, doesn't do almost anything. And 2 heroes go down. He's actually buying back as well. They definitely want to fight. Hawa leap off cooldown, but they're chasing pretty far.
Yeah, I mean, 2 are down, like with the buyback, they're now 5 mana, they just can capitalize on it. This might be a tier 2, but then again, not the disruptor, the Invoker, with this Tornado combination, he can hold them back at least a bit, but he has to be careful. Chains into disruption, into arrow, that would be absolutely lethal. So yeah, he has to stay back here.
And actually, that's the blink dagger now finished up on Claudio as well. Finally, Rise going in deep. EMP Easter, but he gets purged up. Claudio completely out of mana, and Freezer just pounces himself into the jungle. Has to back off. Tide Hunter still alive, and the kinetic field does come out. A nice Sparrow Strike as well. Chips gets doomed up. Dazzle taken out. He's about to fall to the sandstorm. Leon though taking a lot of right damage from Kaibutsu. Claudio is there as well, and Ciso might fall down and did make
Oh
it
my
a
God.
complete team wipe as Hava gets the double kill in the end.
So unlucky that Knee is surviving there with less than 60 HP. The same for Tide Hunter. That Burrow Strike, if that Burrow Strike would have gone through, they would have at least traded 5 for free. But yeah, this way, just the Dazzle going down. The tier 2, and yeah, I don't know. this looks grim at the moment for TCN. Like, their luck is not on their side. Also, the tornado didn't hit anyone. The EMP, I think, was successful on the Shadow Demon, but also the 2 pounces by the Slark both didn't hit anything. So there was a lot of damage down the train. So I guess, yeah, Slark.
I'm actually
yeah.
not sure if Freezer is having ping issues or anything, because this Slark, actually I haven't seen him hit 1 pounce this game. I mean, sure,
Yeah,
some of
true.
them have been harder because they've been from quite far away, but still it's rather weird, to be honest. Oh well, never mind, he hit 1 after Shadow Demon disrupted himself in the mid lane from the EMP. And well, that was an easy setup, to be honest.
Let's look fast into the graph, since it's quite calm at the moment. We have 7,500 gold advantage at the moment for He, which is pretty much displaying the tower advantage and of course the advantage in kills, especially after the last fight. Then TCN was actually leading all the time in experience, 3,000, but like after the last couple events, especially like not even solidifying with the last team fight, like they dropped 3,000 into 3,000 advantage for Hehe, so 6,000 XP going the other way there. That's, oh my god, that's like a huge loss. But now Slark is chasing
Chip's
the
gonna
Dazzle.
get pounced up. Dazzle uses the Shallow Grave TP out. Smart play. Oh, the Clips comes out from long range, and Chip will be falling down in the end.
Finally.
That range on the spell is ridiculous.
Yep, I definitely like it. 4 points already into it. Like, he went, like, sometimes we see Disruptors going for a Thunderstrike Cliff only, and oh my god, now Sand King getting stunned while he's farming the jungle.
Starstorm as well. If you right click, Static Storm actually comes out, so Hava might be going down in a turn, but the right clicks onto the Disruptor. He gets the double kill, actually has to back off now, completely out of mana, no leap, cold snapped up. Arise will take the kill, the pounce coming in, and Freezer actually snags it, and oh, Nihis might be in huge trouble. 4 seconds for the pounce.
Yeah, but they have to go back. But still, this was still worth it for Mirana. I mean, getting there the Sand King kill with this nice jungle ward, who spotted out, or which spotted out that they are doing something there with the Sandstorm farming. But yeah, then Disruptor going in, but Slark didn't come for some reason. Invoker rotating in from the mid, but he was not there in time, so Mirana getting 2 kills, plus the neutrals around it as collateral damage. And yeah, I mean, he goes down for it, but still, 2-for-1 trade plus neutrals. Definitely a better trade for Mirana there.
Yeah, top lane
no.
Freezer actually going on Kaibo, so there's the glimpse coming out as well, but he uses the Fire Element a little bit too soon, uses the second one as well, gets over the edge actually, the third Fire Element.
He has no mana for the Fire Remnant, now he's stuck here, if they knew!
They don't know, no!
Oh my goodness. Like, he could have just right-clicked there. He was absolutely out of mana. That was unexpected.
To be honest, this Ember, I don't want to say it, I don't want to claim or anything, but he deserved to die there. Because just as he got glimpsed, he used the Fire Remnant. If he had just waited to arrive at the glimpse location and use it after that, he would have been safe without any worries.
To be honest, I'm not sure. I think you can actually disjoint it. If you do it in the right second, I think you can disjoint it. I'm not sure if he tried that, but to be honest, I haven't tried it. Glimpse versus the Remnant use. I think when you're in the animation and then the glimpse comes out, then it doesn't work. But either way, before we solve this mystery, Hehe is going for Roshan, and it is about time, because we are 19 minutes in. They're on the Dire side. Now they have a small time window. It seems like TCN will accept that fact if they even know about it, and they will just trade the tier 1 tower for it. So tier 1 for Roshan.
They're going aggressive. Oh no, were they just illusions?
Yeah, that was just illusions.
I thought like, what the hell, did they see somebody? At least TCN finding somewhat of a trade there. Getting the tier 1 tower on top, but I don't think it's a worthwhile trade anyway. And actually Claudio has picked up a Hood of Defiance, so he's working towards a pipe. Mech already finished on chips, and I really like his itemization, so overall just going for the team fight items.
Yep, and now they're looking, I don't know, maybe they try to put some pressure here. Tide Hunter, Hava combination, going for the tier 2 pressure, so they force TCN back, but at the moment it looks like TCN, they are looking for someone, I don't know, rotating in here or even going for the tower. Problem is, they lack creeps. They only have 1 range creep, so they can get some damage on top of it, but now there is the cliff. The Radiant Cliff not getting used, there are 4 people here. The 5th one is actually Nihis, but oh, he has to be careful that he doesn't get caught out here. I mean, there's no Blink Dagger initiation yet on the Sand King, but still.
Oh, the TP is coming in as well. One is gonna get glimpsed back for sure by the Disruptor. Glimpse onto Kaibo, so Nothing. He should have left the Fire Remnant top.
Yeah, but still, TCN, like, they're still not TPing back. Their tier 2 was down. They can't capitalize on anything, even with that glimpse back.
But
I don't
Slark
know. What's the game
tier
plan
1
here?
mid though. Slark finished up the mid tier 1 tower, so they're getting some gold, and actually that was enough for Zizzo to have enough gold now for the Blink Dagger and the Sand King. So
Yep.
maybe they were waiting for that because Doom has his own. Oh, they're going EMP Tornado on top, onto Claudio. Will they use the Doom? There's no need, there's not enough mana on him. But they use it just in case. I mean, a little bit of a waste, but kill secured, and I think they'll be happy with it.
Yep, I guess they're like, okay, we use Doom, we go back anyway. It's just a 90 seconds cooldown, so... I mean, it's a 100-second cooldown, but just now, 90 seconds left, and... Well, Ember Spirit fishing for more, maybe, but he has to be careful. With Sisu, the initiation on him,
Yeah,
there we
there's
go.
the Burrow Strike coming, a cold snap on top, even the epicenter being channeled, Static Storm, H the Hava can't run into it. Oh, there was the Aegis though, so nothing much lost. A Tornado EMP coming out once again, Hava completely out of mana just as he leaps there, but Kaibutsu can't really follow because he did get hit by the EMP, and that's just such a strong spell. Arise already level 14 as well, so actually maxed out Vex.
But this was pretty much perfect for them. I mean, this was an engagement. They got the Tidehunter, they got the Aegis, and they didn't pay anything for it except, of course, I mean, before I think they didn't trade really well with the towers and everything, but still, that was absolutely worth it.
Yeah, that was a really nice exchange, and actually, this just is showing how strong of a hero Invoker can be. I mean, he tried to chase with all their might, but just one Tornado EMP and he couldn't really do anything. And he's getting really close to the Orchid now as well. Arise has been playing a really good game, only died once, 4-1 and 6 is his overall kill-death ratio, so this Invoker has been doing some work, whereas some other heroes haven't really felt the impact by them, but Slark actually has finished up his BKB now as well, so definitely can go man mode in those fights.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen much of the Tidehunter yet. Like, did we even have 2 Ravages yet?
I think we've only had actually that one in the mid lane.
One in the mid team fight, and so far then he got caught out once alone. But yeah, like if you think about it, he's now level 12. Like how many Ravages that would have been if they use it on cooldown, or if they would every time engage if they have like the free space for it. But now, oh god, the Invoker.
Yeah, he might be in trouble. The Invoker, Burrow Strike is there, EMP coming out. Does he have the Invoker yet? No, he doesn't, but no mana on Tidehunter, but Kaibutsu coming in from long range. There's the Moonlight Shadows with arrow onto the right. There's the gem and the Ravage.
The Ravage is coming out to fish Sisu, but Sisu is like, sorry, I'm not there anymore. and and Hava is like the happy ulti. He's happy.
Actually, I'm not 100% sure if they would have actually even known that the Ravage just got used if they hadn't said so.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the Sand King saw that.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, I mean, they get the 1 kill as a counter kill, and the Tidehunter is just so tanky. I really thought the Rise is gonna come in with the Orchid, but now it sets the Orchid timing back even more. And that was, well, actually the worst target they could initiate upon. And then again, he really fast reactions, but TP is coming in now. Doom wants to come in, he uses the blink as well, but doesn't get the ultimate. Or actually they did. There's the glimpse as well. That ultimate was the longest range. Oh, a nice static storm shift. Might go down, uses the shallow grave, and Hava trying to escape for dear life. Will it actually be enough? Doesn't look like it, as the Tornado will be there as well, and Leon gets the kill.
Yeah, the level death is actually getting the kill. If not the level death, it would have been the Tornado, and if not that, if he would have leaped away, they could have still gone for something. And here, there's a gem lying around. Okay, that's interesting. Was that gem from the last fight? I
Yeah,
didn't
it was
spot
actually Invoker's gem. And
they didn't
I don't
pick
know
it
why
up?
he didn't get it. That's
Okay.
super weird. That's
That's
opportunity
a misplay
missed.
by Hehe, a big one even. But now here, Ember Spirit is is going for some tier 3 harass and then just using the Remnant to get out of it. That's pretty interesting. But now Arise is on the hunt, but he has been spotted by a range creep here, so no chance. Kaibutsu knows it, he's going, but now he's running away from an invisibility rune. Okay. This rune is now for... Does Shadow Demon actually pick it up, or do they wait for the Tidehunter?
Yeah, it's tight coming in.
Yep.
They were
there we
like,
go.
I mean, Kaibutsu was like, oh, in Invis rune, it isn't honorable. I won't get it.
But that was dangerous though, simply because I don't know, Caesar was there, he could have blinked in, taken the invisibility rune, and since they just picked up the gem, like, looking at the moment at their items, the only one who has any vision up is the Dazzle here, 2 sentry wards, but other than that, they could not have even spotted the Sand King out. He could have just even sandstormed there and not doing anything. Anyway, we have to go for the crafts. It's 26 minutes in, a lot of towers flying, 14 to 17 on the scoreboard. Now, we have gold lead for Hehe, 5,000. Actually, not that much considering how far we are in the game. Experience-wise, the craft is pretty much not worth even to mention because there is no advantage whatsoever for either team. It's going slightly in TCN's favor at the moment, but like, yeah, this is less than 500 at the moment.
But there might be a huge clash. Rise actually might get caught out. They are smoked up, and oh, he is in Ghost Walk, so he should be actually fine. The smoke does pop out, so they know somebody there. Oh, they catch Leon, but the BKB comes out. And will they counter initiate? That's the question. There is actually pipe on tight. He gets glimpsed back, but no static storm. He gets doomed up though. Freezer with his own BKB. 4 heroes just mixed up. Arise a nice EMP. There's the static storm finally coming out. They already killed 2 Claudio, doomed up. Arise giving chase to him, while in the meantime Hava gets 1 kill, but he, oh, actually a nice leap out, somehow still alive, and Kaibutsu just doing damage. Arise gets the double kill and fire round away by Kaibutsu in return. A 3 for 2 so far, as Hava
but he has no mana. That's the problem. Look at Kaibutsu, he has no mana.
Yeah, Cold Snap, Orchid as well, he's gonna go down.
Oh god, there's the level death. That is level 3 level death, he's level 4, and Ember is... oh, level 15. This was actually without multiplier, but it felt so big though.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage, and actually 4 for 2. TCN only losing their support.
Oh, and now... oh god, the Dazzle
yeah,
TPing directly into Arise.
This actually is not going down, but the Tornado should finish him up. He got the mech off before. Whoa, he's still alive, and the Rise, of course, Ghost Walk gets away.
Man, that was greedy there. TPing in front of your tower as a Dazzle, knowing that the Invoker might be somewhere in the jungle, or even maybe looking at the tier 1. That was dangerous. The only thing that actually saved him was using the mag.
Probably. But of course, wasn't to be at the moment, and this fight really gave TCN something to just grab onto, because now Slark, level 16, has finished up his Skull Basher. The bashes are about to come out now, and no other big item pickups yet. But this Slark, definitely happy about it. Just having those levels, level 3 Shadow Dance, so annoying for Hehe.
Yep, but now Hehe is also doing better, just displaying the...
oh, Kaibutsu actually gets caught out. There's the Orchid Burrow Strike as well. He has the Flame Guard, and EMP coming out. It is enough.
Yep,
I actually thought he might survive the Flame Guard, soaking up a lot, but the EMP, of course, doing so much damage because Kaibutsu was completely full mana.
Yep, but I don't know, the Titanhunter was, I think they're in range to get at least a 2 or 3 man Ravage up into an arrow, and now... oh god.
There's a glimpse coming out with the pounce as well. Ava, nice disruption actually by Nihis. There's the pipe usage. Ava still in trouble, actually might turn it around. The Leon jumps in, no Ravage once again. Nihis is gonna take a fall with BKB being used. A nice arrow comes out, but Ciso, Epicenter didn't do much of anything. But still they do grab themselves 2 kills.
Like, and I don't know, like, they have Ravage, but they're holding on to this ultimate. Like, we had, in 29 minutes, almost 30, we had 2 Ravages, 1 was nice. Oh, now...
oh, there's the glimpse actually. Yes, the Burrow Strike.
That was... oh god, that was lack of communication. Like, he wanted to Burrow Strike, but the glimpse actually helped the Titanhunter there. Now, they have to actually go back, because this tier 3 is getting considerable damage here. Like a double creep wave and the Siege Engine, just saying hello to the tier 3 tower.
I mean, Hehe just completely throwing, to be honest, and this Titanhunter pick so far, like you've said, it hasn't been working out. Sure, he has the pipe and everything, they have the mech pipe, but they haven't been able to team fight. I guess they were looking for one in the mid lane, which turned out to be a disaster for them. Of course, they were kind of clumped up anyway, and of course the Titanhunter, he cannot get doomed.
And at the moment there's not too much crazy item progression coming out. Like, okay, TCN, the BKB, he got that for quite a while. Like, the Blink Dagger initiations on Sand King and Titanhunter and Doom is out, but nothing else changed there. Like, He's is working towards a 4-star as far as I can see it. Like the Mirana is actually the one who's getting quite significant farm here. He's gonna go in a Manta next, but other than that, I don't know, not much coming out. Also Kaibutsu, I guess his next step is finishing the Daedalus. But yeah, he's quite far away from that. 1000 gold at the moment. He would need 1400 more just to get his Demon Edge, but yeah, still far away. And as I said, they need to work with the Tidehunter. Well, actually, yeah, I forgot to mention, Tidehunter got his pipe ready, but that's pretty much it. We just had a Sunstrike, I just heard it, and it was a scouting one, just to find out if they do Roshan. Roshan is up, and yeah, they have to be careful, because TCN is definitely in shape at the moment to contest this Roshan if they want to.
Yeah, I think it might be a huge mistake if he actually goes in. They don't actually have any wards as well because, of course, Invoker still holding his gem, which he did lose rather, and he failed to pick it up. So it's really hard for them to actually get any vision up because Invoker's just so mobile, going around the map, and now he's coming to Roche as well. They're gonna scout it out. EMP straight away. Hava gets the leap out. And well,
do they go back? No, the tornado actually catching 2 there, doing some damage, but still.
yeah, they just arrow Roche and go for the right clicks anyway.
Yeah, in the meantime, Slug is getting the tower, but they keep on going into that Roshan pit. Now Forge Spirit is scouting out, but still, like, seems like TCN doesn't want to contest, even though I think they could contest.
I think they were a bit late, but oh, there's the Purge onto Freezer. He uses the Shadow Dance, wants to go in, but a little too late, Kaibutsu. Actually, they killed off Arise straight away because Hava, I think he got an arrow, and Freezer BKB has to TP out there.
Yep, I don't know. Again.
Oh, Ember Spirit kills off Sweet as well.
Okay, I missed this one actually. He was so fast. I was still showing how Slug is getting out of the Rosh pit there, but still, I don't understand. Like, TCN, they have the dagger and the epicenter. Of course, they face a Ravage, but like letting this Roshan happen, losing 2 people in the process, like TCN being forced to use BKB, and of course 135 gold for the TP. It's, I don't know. This was not really worth it. This was very questionable, to be honest, what they did there. The only thing they got for it was this tier 1 tower in return. But I mean, Roshan and 2 deaths for a tier 1. You just don't want to trade this.
You most certainly do not. And it is really weird. They were so close in the vicinity as well. And actually the gem dropped on the ground. Somebody's blinking it out. Did they not pick it up again? Can it actually be? No, there's the gem on Hava. So he actually did pick it up in the end. So there's finally the gem on Hehe now. They will gain map control because of it. And of course, the Ravage is still off cooldown.
Yep, it's not just the Ravage, it's also the Doom. If you think about it, 34 minutes and we had 3 or 4 Dooms so far. It's not much, and like 2 of the Dooms were pretty much Dooms on like low HP targets just to secure. So I guess
it's just the lack of team fights happening overall. Actually, they're gonna trade maybe the tier 2 for the tier 3 at the moment because they use the drums as well on the bottom lane to get it even faster. And Kaibutsu go in man mode, just boxing everybody out. There's the EMP leap comes out, and Howard still gets the mana drain. Should be fine. There's the pipe as well as Kaibutsu kills off Sweet. Oh god, I guess he got some lucky crits. We've finished up Daedalus now, and they're going for their melee racks. They just don't care at all. A nice searing chase once again. There's the Ravage finally hitting 2 heroes. Arise gonna get blown up. Freezer has to use the Shadow Dance. Still alive, but nice epicenter barrel strike. Catches 2 to 3 heroes, but Hava still gonna take a fall. Kaibutsu as well. The Doom was used. He does have the Aegis. And Moonlight Shadows, they just don't have sentries or anything. Gem gets picked up by Chips. Arise gonna take a fall here. Ember getting that one, and I think that was a extremely decisive fight. And Arise even fought back on the Invoker and went just tieback. Yeah. Oh, they're going for more Searing Chains once again. BKB by Freezer. He's trying to man fight. Uses the Abyssal Blade as well. Range tracks did go down as Ciso going down to Hava's Mirana. And Freezer, Searing Chains. There's the guys as well. Static Storm catches Claudio. They can't follow off though, so a wasted Static Storm. They lose the Rex as well. And are they going to rotate for another set now?
Yeah, it looks like they want to put them even under more pressure. There's no TPs left, no buybacks left. So why not? Why not going for it?
Yeah, it's definitely a nice choice. Oh, Kaibutsu gets glimpsed out. Is he gonna go in? There's the pipe coming out. Freezer does a lot of damage, but Fire Remnant, of course, makes him safe. And do they have the mech as well? He doesn't have any mana for it. Arcane Boots are cooling off. Sleight of fist doing a lot of harass. Arrow will miss by the Mirana, and he's just going back to right click the rack.
Yep, I mean, why not? Like, now he decided to actually go for the range racks. The cliff is coming out, it's ready again now. They even put the Lincoln Sphere on the Tide Hunter, but yep, there's nothing they can do. Maybe now with... No. Epicenter, still 30 seconds. I was just about to say maybe with the Epicenter they can do something, but no. They can't really do anything, but now I think they fall back. Or do they?
Haibutsu is there though. There's the Burrow Strike. Hama almost going down. Has to leap away. Nice disruption just as he got the Abyssal Bladed. But Shiso taking a Fall Ember with those crits. Going for Leon as well. He has the BKB but has to back off. Then again, Haibutsu doomed up. So he's an easy pickoff if they only can catch him. There's the glimpse. And they should be able to kill off Haibutsu. He gets slowed down. Level def. Nice shallow grave. Arrow onto the face of Arise. Arise might take a fall. Oh god. He takes so much damage from the Starstorm. Freezer in the backline still trying to do some damage, trying to just phase shift them out, Essence shift, and Claudio way too tanky on the Tide Hunter. They're just finally gonna get the range racks. Kaibutsu wants to go for more sweet, does go down just as he uses the glimpse, and that's gonna be another set of racks.
This is gonna be GG. Like, they don't have buybacks whatsoever. Like, I was thinking maybe the Epicenter is gonna change anything here, but he died again before the Epicenter was ready. Now Invoker's DCing, and yeah, I think that was the call. So Arise is DCing out, and they decide to go for GG. I mean, 2 set of racks down, and definitely Hehe just looking much better here in the team fights. Better composition, and the Ember Spirit doing so much damage. Like, we were saying that they were holding back with the Ravages all the time, but they didn't need many Ravages. 1 was enough in that fight. The start of the fight with the Ravage start was just perfect. Finished them off. Anyway guys, this is a best of 3, so stay tuned. Game number 2 is